Hi everyone, this is Liz. I'm a cottagecore style digital nomad traveling Europe, and today I would like to show you what it means to live a nomadic lifestyle, how I organize my life on the road, and how I pay for this lifestyle. Are you ready? I am moving from place to place, and I'm generally staying in one place for somewhere between a couple of days and a couple of weeks. Today, we are packing up to move to a new destination. I always pack my things in the same way. Everything has its designated backpack, suitcase, or basket. This makes packing and unpacking so much faster and finding an item so much easier. I don't take everything I own with me. Especially when it comes to clothes and shoes, I will only take the ones suitable for the season. The rest is neatly stored away in my hometown. Depending on how far I'm traveling, I might sometimes have some time in between checking out of one accommodation and moving into the next one. I will always get hungry before I arrive and can also make good use of the time in between. I will pick a spot on the way to my destination that has a charging station for my electric car and a charging station for me in the form of food and coffee. I will use this time to get some work done as well. This might either be some work for my YouTube channel, such as editing videos, or it could be work for my job. I am lucky enough to be working full-time in a fully remote job with pretty flexible work hours. That gives me a lot of freedom to travel and to fund my travels. However, what you don't see in my videos is that I am in fact spending 8 hours or more a day in front of a screen working. I like to film the more fun parts for you. After my little break, I will start driving towards my destination again. I might stop about 2 billion times in between for castle ruins, alpacas, a lake to dip my feet into, or some rocks to climb, but I will arrive at my new home at some point. While I'm driving, I love listening to podcasts and audiobooks. I swear after all this driving, I know each noble house in Westeros and have about 5 semesters of astrophysics under my belt. Today, we are moving into a cute little apartment under the roof of an old lakeside house. The house is situated next to a castle and right at the waterfront of a beautiful village pond, complete with ducks and swans. My first step, of course, is moving in. And as I have a lot of experience with moving in, I have a moving in routine that makes this process quick and easy. I will unpack my clothes and put them into the closet or drawers. Not living out of a suitcase makes me feel more at home, even if I'm not staying forever. I'll put my toiletries into the bathroom. If I have food with me, I will put that in the fridge or freezer. Living a nomadic life doesn't mean we can't have routines. I might be in a new location, but many of my items still have a fixed place, and many of my routines stay the same, no matter what the kitchen, bedroom, or bathroom looks like. After I've made myself at home, it's time to explore our new surroundings. For some people, it might be unimaginable to get accustomed to a new place every couple of weeks. I personally love experiencing and exploring new places, and over time, I learned to feel at home in new places very quickly. I noticed that my sense of direction has improved a lot since I started traveling, which makes it so much easier to find my way in new places. But I also love to blend in with the locals and immerse myself in the feeling that I do actually live here now, for the moment. And after only a few days, everything has become so familiar, as if I had always lived there. Sometimes I'm truly surprised how we can adapt so quickly. Nomad life has taught me that home does not have to be one particular place. We can feel at home in many different places at once, for many different reasons. It can be the people there who instantly make us feel at home, or it can be the feeling of knowing every little alley and every tree. Or maybe even just an inexplicable feeling that draws us to this place, that makes us feel at peace and that makes us want to come back. Alright, it's getting dark and it's time to have dinner. On a moving day, I will usually either head out for dinner or have some meal prep. I still have this delicious potato and chickpea stew. It's so warming and comforting and perfect for a cold winter night like this. So that's what I'm having. I try not to move too many groceries around. So I will try to have my food in meal prep form by the time I'm moving. I will then head to the farmer's market at my new destination for some fresh groceries. Of course, this lifestyle requires a bit of planning ahead. So on a night like this, I will plan my route and my next destinations. I will look for places in the countryside or in small towns and villages surrounded by nature. tiny houses, farms, shepherd's wagons, or historic buildings with a cozy cottagecore vibe are my favorite places to stay. I will find them either through booking websites, the owner's own website, or because I might have walked past the building at some point in my life and just felt the need to return and stay there. That happens to me quite a lot, actually. Of course, there are a couple of other criteria I have to take into account. For instance, not all accommodations have a full-sized kitchen. Some places might have a stovetop, but no oven. That means whenever I'm staying at a place that does have an oven, I will, for instance, take the chance to make a large batch of homemade cookies and take them on the road with me. Some accommodations don't have a washing machine, so I need to make sure to stay in a place where I can wash my things before I run out of fresh clothing and towels. Yes, this lifestyle offers a lot of freedom, but planning ahead is key here. Of course, I need a decent Wi-Fi connection at my accommodation, and in this area, this is still a surprisingly huge pain in the 2020s. As much as I love a quiet life in the countryside, my life and job would not be possible without a decent connection to the internet. So, in case I do end up in a place with less than optimal Wi-Fi, I have a phone plan that ensures I don't have to fully rely on Wi-Fi. And speaking of my phone and Wi-Fi, of course I also want to stay in touch with my family and friends while on the road. So in the evenings, I like to catch up with people or attend meetings or board game nights with my friends. My family and I are messaging a lot throughout the day in our family group. I've made it a habit to send them a picture from each new location and to make them guess where I am. And they are keeping me up to date about their lives and our hometown. As I mentioned before, I have some routines that don't depend on where I am. Before I go to sleep, I enjoy reading for a bit, and the books will take me to an entirely different world in my head anyway, so it doesn't really matter where I am in the real world. I also enjoy journaling and love reflecting on my first impressions of the new place I just arrived in. Some people have trouble falling asleep in unfamiliar places. I'm not one of them. After a day on the road and the move to a new place, I'm usually quite exhausted. For a few minutes, I will listen to the new unfamiliar sounds that each new place naturally comes with. But as long as I feel safe and comfy, I don't really mind where I am, and I will fall asleep excited to wake up in this new place tomorrow. I'm curious, what do you do to feel at home in a new place? Let us know in the comments.